auxiliary verb or helping verb. The verbs which are used in forming tense are called auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. There are two kinds of auxiliary verb: primary auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary verb. Primary auxiliary verb, the verb which is used along with the verb which is used along with main verb while forming tense is called a primary auxiliary verb. For example, do, be and have. Form of verb do, does, did. Form of verb be, is, are, was, were. Form of verb have, has, have, had. Now, form of verb do, does, did, it is used in form of present indefinite and past indefinite tenses. For example, what do Bean do? She does not play football. What do you do? She does not play football. Where did you go? Form of verb be, is, am, are, was, were. It is used. Form of verb be, is, am, are, was, were. It is used in forming present, continuous and past continuous tenses. She is going to school. I am not a wrestler. Are we fool? Was he burning the newspapers? Form of verb have, has, have, had. It is used in forming present perfect, past perfect tenses. The auxiliary verbs has and have are also used in forming active voice and passive voice of present perfect tense. For example, I have written a book. A book has been written by me. She had sold the novel. The novel had been sold by her. Sheila has taught English. English has been taught by Sheila. Next one, modal auxiliary verb. This verb used along with the main verb which shows its mode is called modal auxiliary verb. For example, can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, ought and must. Use of modal auxiliary verb. Use of can. It is used to show inherent nature, ability, imperative and acquired order and acquired qualification, as the dog can bite at the other dogs. Inherent nature. Sohan can beat his enemy. Ability. You can go to playground. Imperative. My father can teach English. Acquired qualifications. Use of could. It is used in past tense to show acquired ability or qualification, ability or capacity. For example, I could secure first position. He could not run due to injury. She could be hospitalized. Use of may and might. These modal auxiliary verbs are used to show acceptance, permissibility or possibility. However, verb may is used in case of personal tense and verb might is used in case of past tense, as may I come in, permission, the pilot may fly the plane, possibility, the pilot may fly the plane, possibility, the mother said that she might go to hospital, permission, she said that she might go on a tour, possibility. Use of shall. This modal auxiliary verb is used in case of future tense with the subject I. If there is certainty or singular number, this verb is used with the subject like he, she, it, they and you. For example, I shall teach you the grammar. We shall reach the airport at 9 a.m. Affirmative future tense. He shall play in the evening. It shall be done according to law. They shall disclose the truth. Certainty. Use of should. This verb is used in indirect speech to show advice, responsibility. For example, she should do school homework daily. They should obey their class teacher. And use of would. This verb is used in indirect speech in place of will. For example, she told Seema that she would go to restaurant for lunch. Use of will. This verb is used in case of future tense with the subject he, she, it, you. They and singular subject, but also to show certainty, determination. This verb is also used with subject I and we, as the doctor will treat her. You will ride the horse. I will operate this patient. He will develop our nation. Use of must. This verb is used to show necessity, responsibility or warning with all subject, as people must not damage their country. She must be a good doctor. They must not make nuisance in classroom. Use of ought. This verb is used to show moral responsibility. Moral responsibility. We ought to perform in our board examination. Students ought to obey their teachers.